Here is a 98% accurate prediction on who will win the Champions League this season. We're into the last day of the tournament and there are some huge clashes in here, so let me know who you think will win and if you disagree with any of my picks. But let's start off with Bayern against Inter. It's probably the hardest quarterfinal to call. Inter just don't concede that many goals, and even with the threat of Kane and Elise, I just think Inzaghi will get the better of Kompany in the tactical battle. So Inter go through. Next up is probably the most surprising quarterfinal, and that's PSG against Aston Villa. Props to Unai Emery and his squad. I don't think many people thought they'd go this far, but this is where their Champions League journey ends. PSG go through. It's another simple one next. Barcelona have looked so impressive this season, and they'll knock out last season's finalist Dortmund. Lastly, can Arsenal beat holders Real Madrid? It is a bit of a cliche, but Real always seem to turn up in this competition, but I do think Arsenal can cause them some problems, especially with Saka back. However, whether they can sustain that level required over 2 legs is another question, and I think Real will just about scrape through. That leaves us with 2 massive semi-finals. With Barcelona up against Inter, this one could easily go either way, but there's just something about Barcelona this season that makes me feel like they'll produce more moments of magic to take them through. Real Madrid then take on PSG. This one could be a classic with loads and loads of goals, but I can see it being decided by penalties, with Real sneaking through to the final. And that means it'll be an El Clasico final for the first time ever in the Champions League. It's almost too close to call, but Hansi Flick's side have had the upper hand in their games so far this season, so for me it'll be Barcelona who lift the Champions League trophy.